Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Real Edwin. Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching the Euros. I know I am recently, and watching today actually gave me an idea to do this video. So what we're gonna do is I'm starting a series. It's going to be rating predictions for the national teams currently in the Euros on FIFA 22. So some people might think it's kind of early for rating predictions, especially because it is during the Euros. Maybe we should be doing these after the Euros to see their performances, because obviously EA does value the performance of people at the Euros a lot into the ratings for the next year. But up to this point, we're just going to use what we've seen in our knowledge throughout the past football season, and we're going to, make our own predictions. And let me know if this is something you guys enjoy. Before we get started, though, make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications for the channel. So here's the 26-man squad that France chose to enter this tournament. If your name is on there, it's as simple as that. We will take a look at your current FIFA 21 card and my prediction for your next FIFA card. Alright, starting us in net, we have big boy Hugo Lloris, who was an 87 rated, as you guys can see, when the year started. In my opinion, because of the season that Spurs had, I'm currently going to give him a -1 downgrade and make it into an 86. Obviously, the stats are just what I think, it's probably never going to be exact. A lot of these guys, though, I kept their stats pretty similar because, especially goalies, you probably won't see major changes, especially if it's just a plus or -1 downgrade or upgrade. But yeah, we're going to go for 86 for Mr. Hugo Lloris to start us off. Alright, into the first backup goalie, it is Mr. Steve Mandanda. I just kept his rating the same, as you guys can see. I don't watch a lot of League On. I did boost some of the stats while taking some away as well, just because, to make it less boring. But, yeah, I think since he got called up for the Euros, he definitely does not deserve a downgrade. But at the same time, though, I don't know if I can really give him an upgrade. You guys let me know if you do watch League On regularly. But we've gone with the same rating for Mandanda. Alright, for the final goalie spot, we have a +2 upgrade on Mike Maignan, or Mainan, I don't know. But, yeah, man had an insane season, so I was even considering putting him in as an 85. But for now, we're going to make him an 84, and maybe he has another season, and even maybe he gets a winter upgrade, who knows. Alright, moving into the outfield players, we're starting off with Mr. Benjamin Pavard. So I know in the last tournament, the 2018 World Cup, this man was he scored I believe maybe the goal of the tournament. But, however, for the next rating, we're going to personally keep him the same, as I haven't really heard much about him. I don't think he's been amazing, but I don't think he's been bad enough to deserve a downgrade either. I was debating between 80 to 81 on him. Let me know, but I'm going to keep him the same as well. Next up, we have Pembe, who I'm personally going to give a big, massive +3 upgrade. I was even thinking about a +4. Yeah, obviously he's in the French pecking order to start with Varane right now. Man has done big things since even a year ago, and I believe that this +3 is deserved. If he did have stats like this, it's going to be an insane center back to use at the start of FIFA 22, but we'll see what happens with him. Next, we have Varane. This one, just even looking at it, I'm already starting to regret giving him a -1. I know that he had a team of the season, right? However, I also know that Real Madrid were awful last season. I thought about keeping him the same. I probably should have kept him the same. However, I did give him more pace, so this one I know it's going to be so debatable in the comment section, but let me know what you guys think. Personally went with the -1, but I would probably keep him the same or even give him a +1. Alright, sticking with the La Liga boys, we have Longley here, who I personally think deserves a -2. I've heard a lot of bad things about this guy. A lot of people tell me that him and PK are one of the worst partnerships they've seen. I've seen him play a couple times, definitely not as much as some of you guys, I'm sure. But we've gone with the -2, take away some defending, some physical, some pace, all the things that matter for him. For a center back, 83, 84 I feel like is the good range, but considering what I've heard and what I've seen, I'm going to stick with an 83 for him. Alright, next up, we have our first Champions League winner in Kurt Zuma. Individually, I know Chelsea won the league, but individually, I personally don't think Zuma was too great, honestly. Like, he was okay, he got the job done, but not just that game as well. I'm talking about the whole season in general. I am still going to give him a +1 just because I feel like EA are going to give a lot of Chelsea players +1s just because they won the Champions League. Let me know what you guys think, but I think 81 seems about right for him. Maybe even 80 to stay the same. We've given him a little pace, a little defending, but a lot of these cards, like I said, stats are going to be pretty similar. You don't want to go too crazy. Moving on, we have the ex-Barca man, Mr. Lucas Dinier. I'm going to give him a +1. I did watch Everton play quite a few times this past season. He's pretty solid, a great player. I do think 85 is not too high for him. And I felt like 80 passing for him was too low personally, so bumped it up to 83. EA being EA, we'll see what happens, but that is what I personally think he deserves. Okay, moving on, we have Lucas Hernandez. I believe right now he is playing left back for France. However, at his club, obviously Alphonso Davies is the left back, so we're going to keep him as a center back, but won't be surprised if he played a different position for Bayern. So for his card, like I said, a lot of these where I keep the same rating and whatnot. The stats are pretty similar. He lost the pace here, but gained a physical here. You can just see like most of them, the shooting's the same because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he has had one of those. He's another one of those that had a pretty quiet season, so we're gonna keep him the same rating. Okay, now we are moving on to the one card, I'm not gonna lie, that I'm not even too sure if I got correctly. It's Mr. Dubois. 79 rated this year. I'm going to keep him a 79. Once again, don't really watch a lot of Ligue 1. So if you do, let me know what rating you think he deserves in the comments. On to one of the most sought after young center backs in the world right now. We got Jules Kunde. Man started off the year as a 79 rated. I truly think he deserves like an 83-ish rating. I think if he has one more really good season, then we can bump him up from there. But I've given him like I said, a +4, 2 more pace, 3 more defending, 5 more physicals, just because I've seen him play a couple of times, and he definitely, I don't know if he's as weak as EA says he is this year. You guys let me know, but I do think that he should be upgraded everywhere. And we'll see. If he did get these stats at the start of FIFA 22, look out, he's going to be one of those OP starter guys. Not even starter, I don't know if you guys can afford him, but he's going to be one of those guys that you're going to see in everyone's squad. All right, next we got Paul Pogba. As you guys know, I am a United fan. For me personally, I don't think he deserves a downgrade. However, at this, it works both ways. I personally don't think he deserves much of an upgrade. I think he's just going to stay the same. Just because he hasn't really, it's been all about Bruno. And obviously the team's been pretty good, but from United, the main people that I think are going to get not even huge upgrades, but going to get upgraded are definitely Bruno and Luke Shaw. Pogba, personally, in my opinion, is going to stay the same. Back to Bayern Munich. Tolisso, a name that is pretty quiet, actually. You don't really hear much about him. I'm pretty sure for Bayern, he's even just like a bench warmer, so he does his job. He's not really too great to get an upgrade, but also not bad enough to get a downgrade, so we're going to keep him the same. Our other Champions League winner, but not the last one in this video, all right? We got, of course, Angolo Kante. You already know how good he is in real life and on FIFA. I believe he will get a +1 next year, obviously for Chelsea winning the Champions League. Kante had a pretty quiet season until near the end of the season. So because of that, though, I do personally think that EA should give him a +1. I've gone for a little more pace, definitely more defending, and physicality stays the same, a little more passing as well. I think that fits him well. He seems to be good every FIFA, so we'll have to see. But yeah. All right, up next we have Adrien Rabiot. So Rabiot, I know that his team personally did not do good this season, but he himself, though, I think he was good enough to deserve a call-up. Hence, we are giving him a +1 rating. A lot like Tolisso, he is pretty well-rounded. However, I definitely think he is a little bit better than Tolisso from watching both of them, play and whatnot. Similar positions and jobs and everything. If Tolisso's an 80, I definitely think Rabiot should be an 82. Just my opinion, though. But let's moving on. All right, up next we have Sissoko. I gave him a -1 rating. I really thought about the -2. Yeah, like I said, Spurs haven't even been good, and Sissoko himself has not been great. He's great for FIFA, but in real life, definitely not cutting it in my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was like 77. I'm sure he's still going to be decent at the start of FIFA like he always is, but we'll have to see. This one for me is personally one of the hardest to rate, just because Griezmann, he gets a good amount of special cards, see not. I don't really like to base a player's year off just special cards, because sometimes some players, EA just favor for special cards. Saying that though, I don't think Barca as a whole once again had a terrible season, right? But Griezmann, I think he's not outstanding, but he wasn't trash to the point where he deserves a downgrade. Hence why I'm going to keep him as an 87. I'm sure some of you guys are going to think he deserves lower. Some of you guys are going to think he deserves higher. Just because he's kind of one of those that are pretty hard to judge, in my opinion. So because I think he is turning 30 this year, I've taken away a couple of his pace, added on some shooting and some passing. But you guys let me know. This is a tricky one. Okay, here we have Lamar. This guy, I truly don't even know how much he plays. Anytime I'm watching Atletico, usually he just comes on as a sub or something. So I kept him as the same rating. Obviously, he's decent enough to get himself a call-up, but not going to comment too much on this one, just because I'm not too sure, because I don't watch him a lot. But I'm going to stick with the 81 rated. I feel like he'll be in that range. This one, we have been waiting to show you guys this one. Olivier Giroud. I kept him as a 79 rated. Chelsea won the Champions League. I feel like a lot of the players are gonna be either the same or even get boosted. So we've taken away some pace, added some shooting. I feel like it's only right. Not much else to say for Giroud. Moving into the big boy. All right, probably the player that most people are gonna be excited for every FIFA in the next 8 to 10 years. Right, truly, at least 5 years. Mbappe, he was already 90 rated. We have given him a +1. Just because I truly believe Mbappe is that lethal. He's one of the best in the world. At such a young, still what is it, like 22, 23? Still super young. Yeah, definitely think he deserves a 91 rated. Some of you guys might think that he should stay at 90. If he stayed at 90, I won't be surprised, considering they didn't really win the league, But still, great player. Can't wait to see what EA give him. This next one is tough because Dembele Pursley was one of my favorite players to watch a couple years ago. However, because of injuries, and whatnot, he hasn't really progressed the way like Mbappe, like he was projected to. So we're actually going to be giving him a -1. All right, I can definitely see this one happening, just because Barca didn't do good. He himself didn't really do too amazing. Still going to be an insane starter card for the start of FIFA 22, but I don't see him staying the same or being any higher rated than 83. Into Kareem the Dream. All right, so this one was pretty tricky for me. All right, for me, guys. So you guys obviously know a couple things. It was just contradicting. Real Madrid had a terrible season. Benzema, though, had an insane season. All right, but the third thing is he's also aging. I believe he's like 34 soon, I want to say. 35? No, I want to say he's like 33, 34. Which, in the football world, you're pretty old, right? So because of that, and you guys know EA, once you're past 30, for most players, you're screwed, right? Me, though, I still think he had an insane season to deserve this +1. So I've given him a 90 rated. Let me know what you guys think. That does make him one of the best in the world, because I do think he still is at, if you take away age, because age, we're not EA, so we're grading it a little different. I'm just doing what I think EA will give him. So definitely less pace, definitely more shooting. Passing, I'm going to give him more, but don't know what EA are going to do. Physicality as well, because of stamina issues, I do think it'll be a little less, but we'll have to see on that one. Let me know what would you give Benzema? Let me know down below. Okay, moving into our last three players. First up, we got Mr. Kingsley Coleman. He's one of those players that, kind of like Dembele, injuries have gotten to them. In my opinion, all right, these guys really had the potential and the skill to, take it even to the next level. Not saying that they're trash by any means, obviously playing for Bayern and Barca respectively, but they really could maybe potentially hit that like Mbappe. They could have hit that Mbappe level, but I personally feel like Coleman has peaked. I'm going to keep him as an 84. Wouldn't be surprised if he was 83 though, but I don't think he's going to go much higher than that. All right, and then of course we have the rat himself, Mr. Ben Yedder. Kind of like Benzema. I know he's aging. I think he's like 33 as well, if I remember correctly. However, I still do think he should get a +1. I think 85 is perfect for him. Obviously a little less pace because of the age and whatnot. I do think Yedder gonna boost his shooting and dribbling. But like I said, take away the pace and physicality because these guys are aging. But even with this card, though, you know, if he does get those similar stats, still going to be an amazing starter cam type player. All right, and into the last card for this video, Mr. Marcus Thuram. So, man was an 80 rated this year. I don't watch the Bundesliga too much, especially not his team. I'm going to give him a +1, though, just because of everything that I've heard about him, how good he's been and whatnot. I won't be surprised if he's an 82. Definitely don't see him staying as an 80, though. We've given him a little more shooting, a little more physicals, but like I said, don't really watch him too much. Didn't want to butcher any of the stats, so I'm going to leave that one up to you guys. I'll tell you, yo, guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe. See you in the next one.